So I can think of one site in particular. I was probably mid-40s, and a young 25-year-old had fell and got killed on the site. And one of the things that I thought of during that was that could be my son, right? Age-wise, mathematically, age-wise, that could be my son, and it kind of hit home. So when you see things that can be preventable, it started to bother me when you feel powerless to change it.
Safety is foundational, especially with Ram Steel. Contributes towards operational excellence across the field. As far as quality goes, I mean, safety and quality go hand in hand. If a worker feels safe, a worker is able to manage the risks that are around them, then they're able to produce quality-driven products and deliverables.
Safety is always one of my passion, because I've got to talk to the people, and then when I first came here, I want to break that barrier that OSNS, SCSA, they're not here to punish us or penalize us for what we are doing, but I always want to learn something from them, because for me, they're not the enemy. They're my friend, they're my mentors that I will learn from them.
I think in a management or in a leadership role, as you start moving up, you start learning some of the processes that actually bring into play in making a safety system. And so I think looking from there is you start to see the other controls that can be put into place. But we're looking at, here's the drawings, here's what the structure, let's say we're building a structure, this is what the structure is going to look like. We can go right from the planning stages on what kind of tradespeople would need, what kind of pre-training do we need, what kind of equipment do we need, what kind of safety equipment, all that stuff from above is being part of that.
We were looking for a practical yet simple method or model to help us to identify those risks that are, involved in causing high consequence incidents. And the energy wheel really stuck out because, I guess statistically speaking, we miss about 45% of all the hazards that could affect us when we do our initial hazard assessments in our areas. And by adding this energy wheel into our daily work routines, just by simply adding the visuals in it and having a little bit of knowledge and resources around what it applies to, we can increase that by up to 32%. So I mean, something that is so easy to incorporate, it only makes sense to, if we can increase that number by 32%, and we can stop injuries or incidents, or at least prevent them as best we can, then.
Safety doesn't have to be expensive. You just have to be creative. That's what I do in our health and safety website. Instead of purchasing an app which costs around $18,000 to $25,000 a year, I made a health and safety website for Zacks that's only cost $120 a year. All the safe job procedures, safe work practices, health and safety documents, links for the health and safety forms, equipment pre-starts inspection, hazard assessment, toolbox meetings are in there. So it's just a click away. Because I developed that health and safety website because some of the guys doesn't want paperwork, especially during winter. Papers get destroyed easily outside, right? So they always have their phone in them. So just grab their phone, open the health and safety website, and everything is in there.
Pre-meeting, that was one of the things where I mentioned, like, leadership isn't just that person at the top. It can come from all levels, even that new hire, right? The new hire can ask the questions that you and I that have been around for 20 years might take for granted. That's a good little reminder. So the safety is everybody.
You build a good culture. and you get buy-in from everybody, and everybody feels like they can contribute, then I think that's culture is, I think, the main, and the leaders have to lead to make that culture grow.
Winning the award is one of my biggest accomplishments in life. I've won an award before, but it's for the company, but this time it's for me. So, and being recognized in a foreign land, it's huge.
Literally, it shows you that, oh, this is a person that's made a commitment to providing a safe workplace. So that's kind of how I see it, is, oh, somebody recognized that. I might have always done it, but that's more of what it is a recognition of that.
And I mean, in reality, we don't ever acknowledge the hundreds, if not thousands, of good decisions that happen out on our sites every day in the field. And those decisions they may be small, some of them may be big, but the fact that we're making those decisions are really encouraging. And I think it's important to acknowledge that the systems behind those decisions are working the way they're supposed to work as well, just to bring a positive light. And when we do that, then I think we build that positive safety culture that everyone's looking for to try and enhance their groups and their teams to be further leaders.